The Jonas Brothers the first time was like that is the thing. And also how my brain works with my memory is I actually block things out I can't remember. Noah sends us a screen grab of the video because we were vlogging the whole thing. And they're in front of me and I'm literally like this. Like I'm looking at them like I'm like my face is frozen solid. I'm like
Okay, everybody, welcome back to another episode of In the Slot. I'm Moobie.
I'm Smelly.
And today we're joined by the beautiful, wonderful Fran.
Hi, guys.
Hi,
Fran,
welcome in.
And Fran's little friend.
Yeah.
Yes, and Olive.
Olive's here.
Front and center.
She's so well trained and so, like, I feel like she could, like, start speaking. Imagine all of a sudden she's like, welcome, everybody.
Yeah, she's like,
What do you think her voice
Mom
would
is
sound like?
Fran.
I know. That's such a good question. What would her voice sound
Like, do you think she's a nonchalant girl?
Yeah.
I feel like prim and proper, maybe a little.
She's slightly British.
Yeah.
She's British. Like, welcome in, ladies.
Yeah.
She's like,
She could be a little British.
Yeah, look at her. She's so proper.
Well, can you put my slippers on?
Yeah.
It's a hot day.
We're so happy to have you here. I feel like we've done a lot of rotate. We had Rhea. We've had so many people.
It's so fun. There's so many fun girls in this office.
Yeah.
I think
There are now more than ever.
Yeah.
I feel like there didn't used to be, obviously, when you first started working here. For people who don't know, Fran is a vet.
Yeah.
Fran is a vet.
Salty.
How long have you been working at Barstool?
I started as an intern in February of 2017.
Wow. Wait, you're literally about to hit your 10 year.
Yeah. Rhea's 10 years is this September.
That's crazy.
That's nuts.
I remember that because when we did Surviving Barstool, she was like, so like, I need to win this. It's my 8-year reunion or something.
Yeah.
Like, she was so out for that. So how did that all conspire working at Barstool for you, the OG?
I applied. I was going to school on the Upper East Side, and I am a Philly sports gal.
Yeah.
You know that.
Yes.
And we, like at the time, the New York office was just starting.
Mm-hmm.
So Smitty was our Barstool Philly guy, the blogger. He was running the whole show for Philly. And I had been following him on Twitter and everything because I loved all of his stuff about the Sixers and the Eagles and everything. So I applied for an internship because he like posted on Twitter saying he was looking for an intern.
Yeah.
Love.
My mom was like, "You gotta do it," like the whole thing.
Yeah.
And Nate tells a funny story of like me introducing myself to them. There was a bar. Now I'm like aging myself. So there used to be, it's gone, but there was a bar called Sidebar in the city. It was the best. It was a gift from God.
No.
That sounds like
It
a great
was like
band.
the best Sunday fun day bar to ever exist. Like it was like without fail, we were there at noon on Sunday, full like football day. You'd get tables. They would bring like old school coolers full of beer to your table, and you know the whole thing. Yeah. So it was a ton of fun, and sometimes they would be there. And I want to say like maybe a week before I applied, I saw some of them there, and like Nate was there, and I was like, oh my God, like I love following you guys. Like I saw Smitty was looking for an intern, and he was like, oh, you should apply all these things. So I'm like, okay, I'll do it.
Yeah.
I apply. I come in for my interview. I walk into the office. I like meet Smitty. Smitty's like, okay, so like 4 other people were supposed to also show up for an interview. You're the only one.
Oh my God.
So you got the job.
So it's like, you're the only one here. I sat with him for maybe 20 minutes in a podcast room. He asked me some questions.
What did he ask? Like,
I wish I could remember. I think it was like, what'd you do? Like, what are you doing in school?
Yeah.
Like, what are you interested in? What are your, what skills do you have?
Did you walk away and were you like, yeah, I killed that?
I never left. I stayed the whole day. He was like, you have it. He was like, let's start right now. He's like, you're staying right now. Like you're gonna stay the whole rest of the day. This is your job. Nobody else showed up. And he was like, you're the only one who sent me like a real resume.
What were these other people thinking? They just didn't show
Only
up.
one of 4. Did you like text your mom? You're like, got it, and I'm staying.
No, I was like, yeah. Like I was like, hey, so I think I have the job, and they're putting me on Barstool Radio like right now.
It was literally this office, right?
It was our old office on 20. What street are we on? It was 26th and Broadway.
Okay,
somewhere
that's
over
crazy.
there.
Yeah. And then they put you on air, actually.
Yeah. There we had. That was when we were doing Sirius XM.
Yes.
So we had Barstool Radio started as like a 2-hour show in the afternoon. I hope I'm right.
I think.
And then we got a full channel eventually.
I remember that.
Which is when Chicks in the Office had a radio show for an hour during the day. But Barstool, like everyone's day surrounded around Barstool Radio in the old office because Dave was always there for it, and like you needed to be there in case you got called in.
Yeah. Called to the mic.
So in case we sat at our desk all day long, ready in case on radio someone would Frankie Borelli would stick his head out and go, Fran, you got to come in. And we'd be like, oh, okay. And you like run into the radio room.
Would that like make you nervous, anxious? Or were you like, oh, I got this?
Yeah, the first day was very anxious because they wanted me and Rhea to hate each other. So like they tried to get us to fight because we were the only like girls. And so Rhea was like waiting for me in the radio room being
That's
like,
such a male
and they were like, Rhea, like, what do you think about this new intern? And she was like, what? And Rhea was younger. So it was tougher because I feel like for a second she was like, oh yeah. What do I feel about this new intern? Because like all the guys were like egging her on. And it took like 20 minutes for us to be like, wait, this is so dumb. Like we like each other.
We should just be friends.
Yeah.
It would be way better to like each other than hate each other for sure. So then what's your like first memory of like, I guess maybe that, but like you and Rhea being like, okay, Chicks in the Office. Like how did that conspire?
Yeah, she hates when I tell the story. She sent me a DM on Twitter because we like didn't have our phone numbers yet. And so like I think I maybe went home day 1 or day 2.
Yeah.
And we had not exchanged numbers, but she sent me a DM on Twitter. It was
girl.
like, hey, like I think we could do some fun content stuff together.
Yeah.
Like let me know what you think. Like something like there used to be videos like a brunette and a blonde with an inseparable bond.
Yes.
Like she's like, so she had sent me that and it was so funny. And so I was like, oh yeah, like whatever. I gave her my number. We texted and we just bonded in the office about like pop culture stuff.
Yeah.
Back in the day, it was Bella Thorne's Snapchat. We would like watch her Snapchat incessantly and like laugh and joke about it. And
such a different era.
It really was. And then we just started to make videos and the guys were really encouraging. They were like, you guys should do like set up these videos, set up cameras. Kevin and his brother were like, we'll set this up for you guys. Like Noah, who's still our producer, he started filming like our first videos for us because he was really kind of like interning for KFC then. And they were like, oh, you can use Noah and he can help you guys.
Yeah.
And we made one of our first videos was about like emojis and what emojis mean and like emojis and like sexual ways and like, oh, if you send an eggplant, like what does that mean? All these things.
Just like little
eggplant
bits.
means
yes. Yeah. And so we put up like there was an emoji of a baby crawling.
Yeah.
And Rhea was like, oh yeah, that's like when you want to like you want to get it. And I was like, I'm so sorry. How do you use that emoji? I'm like, it's a baby that's crawling. Like she was like, oh my God, what? Like I used that so wrong.
She's like, I said, oh my God, like crawling to like, oh my God.
And it was so funny. And like that was our first time being like, okay, like this could be funny. This can work. So we just started doing that. We did like 1-minute pop culture videos.
Baby crawling. Sorry.
Baby crawling was. You can look at the emoji. Yeah. Like you look at the emoji and you're going, how could you interpret that any other way?
I'm gonna like randomly send that to some people today.
But it was so funny, and we posted that video and it got like a lot of laughs. So we're like, oh, maybe we're funny.
Maybe
we got something.
You're like, we got a little momentum cooking right
exactly.
now.
Could you have ever guessed like how? So you've been here for like almost 10 years now. Like, would you in that moment if someone told you like, "Hey, Fran, like this is gonna blow up,"
Olive's like really exploring. Sit down,
would you
please.
be like, are you so shocked? Like, what would you tell your younger self? You know?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I was. When I was hired here, I had just gone through like a really up and down college situation. Like I was in college, out of college. I took time off. I tried to take classes at I took classes at like all other schools around like the state of New Jersey to see what I wanted to do.
It just wasn't flowing.
It wasn't flowing. And all my best friends were still my friends from Georgetown where I started. And they were all like getting ready to graduate. Yeah. And I was like, fuck, like they're all going to be in New York. Like I want to be in New York. I feel like at this point now, maybe I can go to school in the city, find an internship somewhere. Yeah. It's not too far from home. And that's why I landed on Marymount Manhattan to finish. But at that point, like I felt fairly defeated in terms of like
schooling
success because at that age, you know, you're so. Where'd you go to school? All those things matter so much. Grow up in these neighborhoods where it's such an important thing. And when I was out of school, it was like, I'm a failure. I couldn't do it. This is so embarrassing. I don't want to talk to anybody about this.
There's such a stigma around that. I feel like now more than ever, it's like less because it's like more common to take an untraditional route. But especially
it's become way more common now for people to be like, 100%. Hey, college isn't for me. And everyone's like, cool, good for you. Like, good luck, you know, do what you want to do.
It was definitely like the designated pipeline.
Now it's like, if you're not going to college, like then it was like, failure.
You're not
she's working at fast food.
Yeah, exactly. Like, her life is over. Something's wrong. Like,
which is crazy because there's so many routes.
She's off the wagon. Like, she's the town gossip. Like, she's
100%. 100%. It was.
Oh, she dropped out. She's pregnant.
Yes, and I was like working in my parents at the time were running this little like deli in our town. Aww. So it was
so cute.
So I was working in the deli. I was like, she's working in the deli. Like,
she's working in the deli.
Yeah. So it was not. In my headspace was like not great.
Yeah.
And you wanted something stable, I'm sure.
So when this opportunity came, I was iffy on it, but when it started working out, I was like, oh my God, this is really what I want to do. And when Dave asked us to be full-time, and he was like, look, if you're full-time, you just can't, like, you can't keep going to school.
Yeah.
And I was like, fine. Because
at
that point I was at school for broadcast journalism was my major.
Wow.
So you were always kind of into this path.
Yes. I always wanted to do something like this. Podcasting wasn't like a job when I was a kid, but I wanted to be on TV. I wanted to be like an e-news host or a sideline reporter, like something like that.
You have a really good like broadcasting voice.
Thank you.
It's like clocked it to me like all of a sudden like I could hear you be like reporting live like like a weather almost.
When we were on radio, I used to be like, you do have a great radio voice. I was like, oh, thanks, guys.
It's got like a little rasp to it. It's charming.
Yeah. I know people would think I smoke cigarettes. I don't. But
I struggle with that too. I'm like, hey, how you doing?
I tell people I'm a
lose
node
my
survivor.
voice all the time. Yeah, if I 2 nights staying out late, lack of sleep, and I'm drinking, voices
immediately.
I'm the worst. I like it. Like I like having like I'm like, hey.
I know. I feel like then I'm gonna hit an age where it's like not gonna be cute, and I'm gonna be like, oh, okay, sorry.
No, that it was fun when I was younger, and then when I would come in Monday morning to record. And I'd be at Sidebar all day, Sunday, like watching the Eagles, and Rhea be like, I can't even hear you. You sound so shitty.
That's the worst when you have to go to like the higher whisper.
You're just like,
yeah. I'm like, it is my job, so I guess I probably should be a little more careful.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. It just goes out all night. Like when you go out, you just stop talking when you go out. You're like, I stopped singing in cars.
Voice rest.
Yeah.
I stopped singing in cars.
When you worked here too, obviously, did you overlap with Alex Cooper and Sarah Franklin? How was that experience?
The whole time.
This is coming out in 2 weeks, but obviously like the listeners know like what the drama with Alex Cooper. But I want to talk about like your experience and like seeing them also coincide going up too, because I'm sure there was a little bit of like a battle maybe, or like did they make you guys hate each other?
No, because we really didn't have to interact that much.
Yeah, okay.
And I say like didn't have to, like nobody forced us to do anything together.
Yeah.
But they were very much on their own vibe. Mm-hmm. Like Rhea and I were fully absorbed in the culture. Yeah. We wanted to be here every day. We were meshing with everybody, sitting at our desks, laughing, joking, having fun, doing other things. And they came in to record Call Her Daddy, and that was it. Like they'd come in, they'd record their episode, they'd leave.
Yeah.
So we didn't really
a lot of overlap.
Interact with them too much. I mean, it was crazy because when they came in, everybody was talking about them. Because it was a very hot topic. These girls are pushing the limits on what girls are talking about on podcasts and in relationships. Like,
and a lot of men here too are probably like,
and you know, everyone was kind of like giving it a try, and then they were like, oh, this probably, like the guys were like, this isn't a show for me, you know? And we're like, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Do you guys ever feel the need to like, or like, I don't know, any pressure to like change your content to like
more sexual?
Like, yeah.
If anything, I feel like you probably were like, they got that covered.
Yeah, exactly. It was like, hey, it almost was so good because we were so wildly different that it was like, this is our lane, that's theirs.
Yeah.
We're totally fine. We don't have to worry about any like stepping on each other's toes or anything because we were totally putting out like a different product.
Totally
different.
Yeah. But anytime we would see them like they were so nice. You'd be like, hey guys, hey girls, we say hi, we catch up, how are you, what are you doing? And so it was always like fun and cordial. And we'd like you know, say hi when we saw them, but there was they just weren't really around enough to like really get like any sort of like real relationship.
That's so funny. That's literally such a different time. Obviously, you're married.
Yes.
Obsessed. Her husband's name is
Joe.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Joe.
Shout out Joe.
Wait,
Shout out Joe.
I feel like Gia told me the story of how you guys met, but like I also just like love to hear about like.
Me too.
Does he, you know, like did he know about Barstool? And you, like how did you? Guys meet?
So we like that. All that happened. It's the same time for me, which is crazy. Really? Now looking back, I was hired in February. I met Joe in May of 2017. So I was very much like an entry-level intern where people kind of knew who I was, but it was like, oh, that's Barstool intern Fran. Like it was like that whole vibe.
That's Barstool.
Yes. And I went down to the shore.
You're at Parker House, right?
Yeah, the Osprey.
Oh, obsessed.
For Memorial Day weekend. And that was a time where I was like, I actually could not miss a Memorial Day weekend. And it was like, I'll do anything to be there. And my friend's house that we had always stayed at, her family, they were doing some construction. So we couldn't stay there. And I was like sending out every fucking text I could to all my friends. Like, if anybody knows someone, and I had a guy friend who's still one of my best guy friends because he's Joe's cousin. Was his family's down there, and I texted him and I was like, Billy,
me and you,
if you have any spare room, like let me know. And I think at the time he maybe had invited a girl he was seeing or something, and he was like, oh, blah blah blah, might be coming, like I'll let you know. And maybe Wednesday night, he texted me. He's like, "She's not coming. Like, you're in."
Oh my god! She dropped out.
You can have the guest bedroom. I was like, "Yes."
Back immediately.
Yeah, amazing. So like we go down, and then first night out, I met Joe at the Osprey Light, and Billy was like, "Oh, they were all shocked we hadn't met because at that point they had all had a year in the city since they had graduated, and
where were these friends from? Was this like Billy?
Billy was
Billy and Joe, by the way.
Billy was from really like friend of a friend, but we had met the previous summer.
Okay.
Down the shore.
Yeah. So there's so many overlaps, and I do think in college, like post grad too, like you do mesh so many, like
totally,
and that's what's so fun about it.
Yeah,
it's so fun because you make all these other friends that like went to other schools, and then they become some of your best friends, and that's kind of where we met that last summer, and then that whole year we had spent a lot of time together. Like our friend groups went out together in the city all the time, and so he introduced me and Joe, and Joe was like,
kind of spooky that you didn't meet him yet.
Yeah, you know what's so spooky is I have a video from like summer of 2016, I think it was.
Wow.
And we were at LPR for 90s night.
Oh my god.
And I like all my friends are up on stage, we're dancing, I'm filming, I have a video.
Yeah.
And maybe like a few years ago I was cleaning out my Google Photos.
Yeah.
Stop.
And I'm looking at all these thumbnails and I'm like,
that's Joe.
What the fuck? Because the thumbnail is just Joe.
No. Yeah.
And I'm like, wait, this picture's from 2016. This video's from 2016.
Yeah.
I did not know
Joe.
him.
I didn't know Joe.
And like the thumbnail was just
like
him. And when I played the video, I was like, oh my God.
It's him.
It was him just like, with his friends.
That's crazy.
Dancing around you.
Yeah, so we met that night at the Osprey, and then we were together like all weekend, and it was so funny because I was staying like with his aunt and uncle.
Yeah.
Like,
so like they're like, oh, Joe, and he was in like some shitty share house in Manasquan with all of his college friends. And
they're like, oh, that Joe,
yeah,
he's a rascal.
Like, oh, those boys are getting into something. Like the whole thing.
Yeah.
But no, after that, we were like inseparable from
I was
like
gonna
then
say
on.
inseparable. That's so cute.
Yeah.
I feel like that's like so nice to kind of have someone who like knows you, like for you obviously, but like to go with you on the whole way of the journey. Like he had no clue Chicks in the Office was going to be like platinum, you know? Yeah. And like that's so important. And like having some like, I don't want to say like a normal person, but like non-influencer like grounds you.
Yeah. And he like his family is so great and all of his friends are so great. So it's just was another way of establishing just like a world outside of work too. That was really nice.
Totally. Yeah. And did he live in the city too?
He did. Well, he's from Long Island, so he was living at home and commuting for a little bit and then moved into the city. And he was like, he jumped around departments for a while. You know, one of those situations, like every so that 1 year lease. Yeah. It was like, all right, time to find a new
one. That's really what it is.
Worse.
Yeah. No, rent is so expensive now too. It's literally crazy. I don't even know what it was like back then. But it's probably crazy.
Yeah. Not as bad as it is now.
Yeah, definitely.
You like literally, by the way, like sitting, I'm like, you have such an insane memory. Like you're able to paint like pictures and like with details so well.
There's certain things that I really remember and there's certain things that I actually
block out.
Forget it. Rhea makes fun of me. I forget everything. We were just talking the other day. I was like, because we were joking about how this is America's 250th anniversary this July 4th. And I was like, I'm never here July 4th. I think because my family takes a big vacation. And I said, I think the last time I was home was like COVID 2020 when we weren't able to go. And Rhea was like, no, not true. You were in the Hamptons in 2024. And I was like, you're so right.
Oh yeah.
You're so right. I was. She remembers everything.
Yeah, she has also.
I forget everything. Like the early days of stuff, I forget. She'd be like, remember when this happened? I'm like, no. So, I actually don't remember that at all.
It literally depends, I think, too, on like how like memorable it was to me, or like if maybe that Hampton trip wasn't really like
which is so funny because it actually really was like the best trip. It was so fun. It was my friend's 30th birthday. We had so much fun. But
like,
it just slipped.
Yeah,
it slipped through.
And everyone has that friend that remembers everything. Like my best friend that's been my friend since kindergarten. She'll be like, remember in 4th grade when this happened? I'm like, no.
Actually,
I really don't. But she can remember.
I don't remember anything from childhood.
You can remember it in detail.
I feel like that's like us. I feel like I remember more.
Maddie remembers a lot. And then I have like I'm like more similar to you. Like I have a weirdly specific, like I'll remember like one thing really specifically.
Or like what shirt I was wearing.
Yeah. So, right. Like somebody asked me to name one of my like high school teachers the other day. I went,
I don't remember.
I actually can't think of one name right now.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can see all their faces.
Yeah, but literally
I close my eyes, I can see all their faces. I'm like, but I actually can't remember their names.
Or even like short-term memory. I feel like my short-term memory lately has been going out the window. Like people are like, well, how was last week? And I'm like going to my Google Calendar and I'm like, what did I do?
Where was it?
Truly. I have to look through my camera roll.
Like brain rot. It's crazy. Has that been crazy to like watch all the different social medias like transform too? Like, because TikTok wasn't a thing.
Yeah.
2016.
Yeah. Where were you guys starting your videos on Twitter?
We were using Instagram like it was TikTok.
Okay.
Which is crazy now because there is TikTok, but we used Instagram like it was TikTok. We were on Instagram
Reels
making 1 minute pop culture videos. And we were like, they can't be over a minute. 1 minute, that's it. Like just to get the point. And we would do them so fast.
Yeah.
And that's that's like what blew up.
Yeah.
And then when all the new platforms came in, they were like, oh, well, we'll put the videos on that. We'll post the videos on TikTok. We'll do this.
Yeah.
And then so many rules have changed with clips and music and everything. Because like back in the day, we would post on Instagram, like somebody would drop a new song.
Dancing to Lil Uzi.
And we would play like 10 seconds of it and be like, holy shit, and like and be able to use it all.
Yeah.
Now
everything's like monetized.
Yeah, now you can't use a single thing without approval or, everything's copyrighted.
It's literally evolved.
Yeah, it's so different. But no, they brought TikTok to us when it was Musical.ly. They were like, you guys got to get on Musical.ly.
Wow. To dance? Did you guys ever go to dance?
Well, they wanted us just putting, like Musical.ly wanted just us putting our videos on their platform to kind of like
get it going
and to change a little bit of what the content was on Musical.ly, because then it really was like 12-year-olds lip syncing to songs and that was it.
Yep.
So they were like,
that.
They immediately gave creators from Instagram that made short form content, they gave them accounts, verified them, start blasting all your stuff on this to sort of change what the app really was.
Yeah.
And then, and then it
control
TikTok
the algorithm.
and the whole
thing.
Then
like I was even hanging out with like, do you remember like Blake Gray and like that whole like the Sway Boys? I was like seeing him, Coachella was crazy because like you're seeing all your followers, like, or the not followers, like people you follow in real life. And even this guy Blake, I'm like, he's been online for like since he was 16.
Yeah.
Like he's so used to this whole, I'm like, it was such an out of body experience.
That's why it's so funny because I like when we first started, it wasn't like that where it was you're sharing so much of your personal life online. Like we really didn't do that. So I always laugh because it's like the stuff that me and Gia post are so different.
Totally.
Because Gia's like, will share everything she's doing throughout the day. And I'm like,
you're like,
I haven't posted in 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
Which I love.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, Gia is Fran's sister.
Yes.
How is it like working with your sister? Like,
it's great. And we're such big sister girls. Like we love sisters.
And
no, it's so much fun. I love having her around here. I love that she's built something so cool with Taylor Watch and her and Kelly have so much fun doing it. And she can do it all, which is tough. Like I can't do the editing, the production, the fit, like all that. And she is so good at it and can do all of that. And she did a lot of that for us for a little bit. She was editing our Snapchat show for a while when she was in college as an intern.
We're like, yo, Gia, I got a plug. I got you a little gig.
At Michigan State. She's like, all right.
Yep.
Oh, that's
so like,
so fun.
started as an intern and got to do all that fun stuff, and then has sort of built all that she's doing.
Is it like such like a prideful thing? I don't know, like seeing her.
Yeah,
like,
it's so great, and it's like that's everything. They have grown their stuff so well, and people love them, and like seeing all the Taylor Watch fans that love their show.
My cousin
and, like,
just met them.
Yeah.
Literally at like they're at that book launch thing.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I guess it's like my cousin's client. Like she was there and she was like, I went up to Rhea or I went up to Gia. And I was like, oh my God, that's so fun.
So much fun.
No, that's really so awesome.
Are you ever like I don't know, do you guys ever like have any like bickering moments like in the office and you're like giving her like the eyes across, or like do you guys?
No, we've never really had any like work issues. Because now the last few years we really haven't done too much stuff together. We've been doing a book club, which is really fun that we've been doing together, and she helps like cut clips for that and stuff, but like not really. We're 4.5 years apart, so
I think that's a good age.
So when we were younger, we didn't like we were
Head to
fire
head.
and water. Like we did not get along. Like when I like her at 10 and me at 15, I'm like,
tough.
she's the most annoying human being on planet Earth.
Do you know what I mean?
And I couldn't do anything that was cool.
Yeah.
Like even when she was like in middle school and I was finishing up high school, she was like, you and your friends are so lame. like literally like we were.
That's so funny.
Yeah, it was so different. And I went to private school my whole life. Like I went to Catholic school, all girls high school.
Yeah.
And she did public school. So like she's like, fucking you guys are so weird. Like,
you guys were just on like different routes. Like
different routes. But once
your paths came together.
Yeah. Like once we were, I'll say once she was like 18, 19.
Or you're in college, or like you went off.
And I'm like 23. Like that's
you're like, okay, I see you as a real person.
Things started to change and be like, oh, like we know like we can be friends.
Totally.
Yeah. Like actually this girl, she's actually pretty cool. Okay, she's not that lame.
Right.
Yeah.
And that was so nice because she really doesn't live that far. Like our apartments are not that far from each other. So while yes, we like see each other at work, we're not really doing stuff together during the day. But it's so nice because we can just go grab dinner, go to the movies, come over, we cook.
Yeah.
It's really fun.
My sister came over this morning before this to like grab her clothes, and I was like, "Oh my God, this is so cool!
So
like it's never happened." And I was like pepped up for the pod because I was like, I just got some talking in me. Like
exactly. It's so nice.
Totally. Okay, guys, we need to take a break to talk about how amazing these junkless protein bars are. I'm a protein girl. I go to the gym. I try to get my protein in as many ways as I can, and my favorite way is literally through junkless protein. It tastes like a damn candy bar. They have so many flavors: peanut butter chocolate brownie, cookie dough, chocolate peanut butter and birthday cake. My favorite is the peanut butter chocolate brownie. It literally tastes like a candy bar. There is no additives, 15 grams of protein, low sugar, high fiber, people. Listen, if you like your protein and your protein bar tastes like drywall, you need to get on this junkless protein wave. The name says it all. Junkless, no junk in it. Get your protein the right way with junkless protein. I have one literally every day. And you should should too. You can also get 25% off on Amazon right now with code STOOLIE25. That's Stoolie, STOOLIE 25. Candy bar level taste, baby. 25% off Amazon. Code STOOLIE25. Go right now. Join the wave. Get your protein in the right way. We have like miscellaneous lore questions that I think are funny that are like kind of rapid fire. I feel like we should do some of those. It's like, you're a very composed person. Is there anything that like throws you off?
Like instantly, like if you meet someone, or like even in a situation, like
I'm a sweater. I'm a nervous sweater. So like, which is a real disaster. I've been at events where like I've been nervous to talk to somebody, and then I'm just dripping sweat. And my face doesn't do it, but it's like everywhere. My back.
Yeah.
Like it's
I have to be careful with hugs.
I
have to be careful with hugs.
I know. And I think like similar situation, like when you have a little bit more going on in the front, like you're like, my bra is like stuck to me. I can't breathe. Like
you can't even like think about it because all you're thinking about
it's always like outside. When we interview big celebrities and they come into the studio, I can be calm, cool, and collected. But when we're out doing and about, that's when it gets me. And I'm still like such a psycho fangirl of people that when I've gotten opportunities at concerts or things like Meeple, I'm like, oh my God. Hey,
do you get nervous?
Yeah, I was gonna say, who did you sweat the most for?
The Jonas Brothers the first time was like that is the thing. And also how my brain works with my memory is I actually block things out. I can't remember. So we went to Denver to meet them. They were coming on the podcast for our 100th episode. We're about to do our 1,000th episode this summer.
Wow.
So that's how long ago it was.
Oh my God, that was so... They came on your 100th?
They came on our 100th episode.
Okay, that's so 10 times. Damn. Yeah. What are we at? Fucking not even know.
Yeah. So they did this whole thing because we were working with Coors was a sponsor, and they were doing a like limited edition beer bottle with their faces on it, the whole thing. They like loved Coors. So they were like, oh, we'll go to Denver. You can sit down in the brewery, interview them, and then we'll do like a tour of the brewery. Just you guys, basically.
You and the Jonas Brothers.
Us and the Jonas Brothers. And like we're filming it and doing the whole thing, and we're walking around. And I get back to the hotel afterwards, and I'm like, I fucking nailed that. Like, calm, cool, like whatever, the whole thing. Noah sends us a screen grab of the video because we were vlogging the whole thing. And they're in front of me, and I'm literally like this. Like, I'm looking at them like I'm like, my face is frozen solid. I'm like, I'm like, oh my God. My eyes are bugging out of my head. I was like, okay, cool. So I wasn't as composed as I thought
I looked in my head.
Yeah.
I would have drank a lot of those
And then I was certainly sweating in the interview too, because we were also joking. We played a game with them where they were like testing if who knew Jonas Brothers trivia more, them or me, and
in the memory
I got so nervous, and the boys were like, "Come on, Fran! Like, how many concerts have you really been to?" And I was like, a lot." They were like, "You know the number." I was like, like 30 something.
Oh my God!
And they were like,
30 something.
Now I couldn't even tell you what the number is.
Really?
It's probably in the 50s.
Oh my God!
Of just Jonas Brothers.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
That's like going like 1 week every
like a Nick solo. I'll throw that one in there. I was going to Nick solo often. Yeah.
That is so funny.
Yeah.
I would get I feel like I would get so nervous too talking to people. But I guess the more you do interview people, the probably the easier it gets.
Yeah.
But there's still some people that you're just like, damn.
No, more so now it's like industry stuff that I get nervous about. Like being at some cocktail hour or something where I'm supposed to, like, I gotta be networking and shaking hands and things. I'm like,
or I feel like now it's like a thing that they're like, okay, get up on this podium and say a speech, or like get on this like thing. Not like to me, but like there's some more influencers being invited.
I'm sure you feel events. It where they're like, it's like Dance Monkey Dance. They're they're like, do the voice. Come on.
That's really what it is. It's like a monkey in a zoo.
She's like,
that was like Coachella. I was like so shocked at how many people recognize me, but I would just be like, sit on it, and then like run away. And I'm like, perfect.
They're like, do the chicken Caesar salad. Do it.
Do the chicken Caesar. Literally.
Yeah.
Okay, the next one is, do you have any pet peeves?
I have like the most basic pet peeve. I know everyone says it, but it's when people are rude to waiters. It's my biggest pet peeve.
But that's like a good strong one.
Yeah. I hate it. Or any sort of like bartender, you know,
any other service employee.
Like they're trying to help you.
No, I've been around people that have like legit snapped at people, and I'm like the snap, like, and I'm like, what?
That's so embarrassing.
Do you call them out in that moment?
Embarrassing.
So embarrassing.
Are you like,
yeah? One person did it at a like we were waiting. We were like a really busy bar. And just like waiting to get a drink, and the bartender was totally overwhelmed. And I was like, "Don't fucking do that again."
Yeah, why?
You're like, hey,
yeah, I'm like, not with this person.
Yeah. Well, also too, because like it's just like you help each other. Like when you're nice to them, like you know, like they help you.
Totally.
Learn their name, get to know them a little. Also, like
totally be nice, because that if you're nice the first time, that second drink's gonna come way faster.
Way faster and way stronger.
Do you think that if like you went on like a first date with Joe and he was mean to the waiter, you would have been like, ended it?
If he snapped at the waiter,
really?
Totally.
Deal
Call
breaker.
up Billy.
Totally, yeah. And I've been like, this is a disaster.
And Joe, if you're listening, thank God you were.
Yeah. No. He goes like above and beyond. He's like too nice.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, okay, now we didn't need to know the waiter's entire life story.
You're like, actually, don't want to. He's not a part of our date night.
Yes.
Totally.
Yeah. Yep.
What's something you used to care so much about, but now you legit don't even think about it anymore? Or like maybe at Barstool? People's opinions?
Yeah, I was going to say probably commentary.
Yeah.
Like I really, when you first start, you look at everything. You're reading every comment. You are searching to read things about yourself. Yeah. And now, like, when I tell you, I look at jack shit. Literally. Like, sometimes I'll look at Chicks in the Office Instagram comments on a post or, like, my own stuff. Like, my own stuff, yes. But
don't want to
going searching for anything. Like, and because I've come to realize, too, when you live, if you're like, oh, I'm so afraid to say this and see what people, and see how people react and what their opinion is going to be. But this is my opinion.
Yeah.
And then you don't say it for that reason. But I'm like, now I think that if I were to say something and it's a disaster, I will know.
Yeah.
Like people will be DMing me. Someone will notify me. Like I don't have to go searching for like, oh my God, is what I said okay?
Totally.
Or like, is one person going to be like, I really didn't like what Fran said.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Totally.
And so that's where I'm like, that's what I don't go searching for anymore. Like that stuff, I'm like, hey, this episode is out. If we cause a stir and people are upset, it'll come across my desk somehow. Yeah. I don't need to go looking for it and then see comments of people being like, I really didn't like what Fran said, or I don't like, her shirt looks terrible today, or these girls are idiots. Like,
I love that though, because it's like so true about like some people I think, and I know I struggle with that and being more opinionated and like just saying what I think because instead of fearing other people's opinion. But like that's truly what it is. You have to fucking say what you think.
It's very hard in this day too. It's just like
everything's picked apart.
Everything's picked apart. I think because everyone shares so much of their life now too.
Yeah.
Everyone feels that they can have an opinion on your life. So it's like if you make one false move, everyone's ready to be like, that was the wrong move.
Yeah. It's crazy. Even I keep bringing up Coachella. I'm like, sorry, I feel like I'm still there. Yeah. But like Brand Flakes got like canceled. Like it was just so many things going on and it was crazy. But even with sharing your personal life too, like I have a boyfriend and I was like, I'm not going to put him on the online. Like they don't have to know about him. It's my personal thing. Like I feel like drawing those subtle lines.
I really did. Now we're married and it's different, but like I'm still not posting him all the time, and he's in stuff here or there, and our relationship has changed a lot through the ups and downs of like Chicks in the Office taking off and becoming more recognizable and all those things, because that was an adjustment for him and for us in a relationship. It's like, oh, we might be out to dinner and someone's gonna come say hi, and like that you kind of have to be okay with it, and it's totally fine, and it always is. But like that's where you definitely think I don't have to be like oversharing him. He's not in this world. That kind of unwanted criticism or thoughts from other people, I'm like, why welcome that
also,
in.
like, he doesn't want that. Like I'm okay with it, but if he doesn't want that life,
it was actually so funny. So Billy is Joe's first cousin. So like they have grown up together. They're so close. He made a speech at our rehearsal dinner, and it was such a great speech, and it was like heartwarming and sweet and fun. And then at the end, he was like, "I'd be remiss to not roast my cousin a little bit."
Yeah. Love a roast.
And so he was like, so I thought I would go to the one place where I knew I would get like the worst commentary about him. He's like, so I went on the Barstool Reddit.
Oh, there you go.
And he was like, and here are some direct comments that people have made about Joe. And honestly, we were like on the floor laughing. We were cracking up. It was the funniest shit ever.
The fact that people are even making comments about Joe on the Barstool
Reddit, it goes out of the way to like make a Reddit page like for him.
Exactly. And which is why it was so funny, because like he just like picked the most outlandish like things or like random things that,
which is also crazy
like,
that people come
things
up with,
that people pick apart, like with people's appearance and stuff.
That's
like
so funny.
Honestly, sometimes it really sometimes it really does.
Well, that's what you have to start looking at. It's like laughter. It's like, who's this random incel man that's coming about my belly button?
Exactly.
Like, it's so stupid.
And it was that's why it was like, it was so funny. But yes, that's now it's certainly like, hey, you got that stuff's got to roll off your back.
Totally.
10 years of being here now, it's like
10 years is like, wow.
Yeah, almost
10 years of comments, 1,000 episodes, 1,000 comments.
Totally. Do you want to ask a couple more?
Yeah, let's see. Anything you irrationally hate?
Ooh.
It could be like food or like something, just like something that like you can't.
Yeah.
Like a random thing that you're like, I actually despise this.
Yeah, there's definitely stuff. I'm trying to think of things that I just like can't stand.
Yeah. Or like if somebody
or
does
instead,
something,
do you have any current
like,
hyperfixations, like anything you're like absolutely obsessed with right now that's just like consuming the mind, any like products or anything?
Yeah.
I'm so hard on the spot too.
Like, yeah, I know. I'm trying to. There's not much that I can say I hate.
I think that shows that you're a good person, because there's probably some people that are like, oh, well, I hate this and I hate that.
No. But there's like, I joke with my friends that I have like a hate is such a strong word.
Totally.
Dislike. And like some people use hate like, oh my God, I hate that person, like so casually, whatever. And I'm like, no. There's actually, I have a hate like list for people. And there's like four people on
really?
it. Yeah.
And they'll have valid evidence why they're
I'm like,
on
that person's on my hate list, and they're like, ooh, that means you really. I'm like, yeah, there's really only so many people out there.
Yeah, you don't want to make it on this list. No. You don't want to be a part of this one.
And they're like, it's been long-term things.
Yeah. Okay.
You know?
This is exclusive.
No, this is like shit that I grew up with, like people like in that world.
There's no
like,
guests from the pod that you have put on the hate list?
No. Thankfully, we really haven't had anybody that's been like so bad that they go to that level.
Yeah.
And I don't know, hyperfixation stuff. I weirdly am like a crazy, I don't post about it a lot because I'm like, there's so many people that live in that beauty space.
Yeah.
But I am kind of a psycho, like when it comes to buying products and like trying.
Really?
I am like consumer number one.
Okay, really? Like beauty way or like skincare or
everything.
Like all?
Like consumer, like if I could see one TikTok of someone being like, I just used
literally
this new eyebrow pen and it's so great. And I'm like, buy immediately.
Yep.
Perfume
I'm like,
is big for me too.
Like,
if someone's like, this is the
concealer,
best smelling
sends my skin. I'm like, TikTok shop, and if you start buying, like I've bought like one or two things, and all of a sudden like I got a little bit like I was buying like neck massagers and like I was getting like
I know I bought some really random shit on TikTok shop.
Ads,
it feels like those like you know like the commercials like that would be on like the commercials you would like call in for
like just the Sephora sales going on right now, and like my friends text me and they're like, what do I need to get?
Wait, yes, I want your Rex.
You should do my friends joke, they come into my bathroom. There's shit everywhere. There's no room. I have two mirror vanities that open up.
Stop.
It's coated.
That's so
I got baskets of shit.
The gills.
Yes,
I know.
One of my favorite things is like you give like a bunch of your cousins like all that product.
It's so fun. I know. Christmas. I save it all now too because it's like, I don't know. We get sent so much stuff.
It's almost like so much to the point where it's like, I don't need 15 highlighters.
I know, and I do send like there are so many. You know, whether it's Shop My or Like It, like whatever's what is it?
Like to know
it, like all those other ones.
Yeah.
They will send you stuff.
Yeah.
And a lot of the times it's like, oh, either I'll try something. I'm like, well, I didn't really like that. So I'm not gonna I'm not gonna share that I liked it.
Totally.
Or other things where some brands like don't take no for an answer. Like I've dismissed requests. Be like, oh, I'm not really into that. And then like a week later they send it again. I'm like, okay, well, send it my way. And
totally.
When I have like a bin that I can save all my stuff or either things I like that they'll send multiple items of. Yeah. And I'm like, amazing. So then I can save it and
The bins
open the
for
suitcase
me.
at Christmas.
Was there anything you ever got sent that you were like, this is freaking awesome?
Oh, like the best.
Oh.
Like something that was just like so mind blowing that you're like, I can't believe they just got, like, sent this to Frey. Like,
yeah, I've been sent some expensive things where you're like, wait a second, what the?
You're like, what is this?
Yeah, like I like a red light mask. And I was like, this isn't. This stuff's not cheap. Actually, you know who did it one time was like the start of Love Island USA on Peacock. Peacock sent like a brand, just like an intro to the show kind of PR box that was like an away suitcase like filled with all this stuff.
Like, sweet.
And I was like, this is fucking awesome. Like new suitcase. Like this is great.
It's actually crazy what they send to me. Wait, you guys
Maddie like went to like a keg stand.
Oh yeah, like the tart people always go above me.
They really send the craziest shit.
It's like a hot bachelor, like a keg stand.
Yeah, it was this model that they're like paying to like ask me questions. Literally one of the questions is like, when does the Osprey close? I was like, okay, 2 a.m. It was crazy. But there are some, and you guys went to Fiji, right?
Yeah.
Which is really cool with Love Island.
Yeah, they sent us to Fiji to do like final interviews.
So cool.
When the season 5, because that was like when people started to care about the show, to care about the U.S.
That was like Rob's season, was it?
I'm excited.
That was
yeah, probably.
It's so funny because like with that show, like you always think like each season I feel like I've seen the most that could be done or like the craziest things that could have happened, and it's like every season comes and like
it's more and more.
There's just always more like people are they're never
I know.
They're never
and
slow.
now it's just like only gonna get crazier because it's such a big platform now, so
even like
everyone wants to do it.
And like everyone just gets famous from it. Like I'm literally at this event and like Nick is like DJing and I'm like, oh my god, and then it's Alanger and then it's like all
Rob's
of them
doing the face of Kosas.
and they're like which
cracks me
Rob's
up.
promoting a lip
which by the way,
lumper.
and it's called Lip Pulse. No wonder.
Wait, have you ever met him, Rob?
We actually have not met Rob. False. We were at a Love Island event with him.
He's like,
but
so
he was like,
doesn't
we were there to do interviews with some of the cast, and seriously, and I know, and this is she likes to just and she's like will kung fu chop you,
so
like it's like literally we'll take you out.
Like a little alligator.
I know. What was I gonna say? Oh, he was there, and like we were interviewing some of the people, and it was like a social thing. So the Peacock social team was pulling people, and they were like, he was like, I'm hungover, I don't want to do it.
He seems like
he was just like sitting in the corner of the room.
Spotlight's not for me or whatever.
And that was right after when things were like really fucking crazy for him.
For him, so he was probably like,
Is that your favorite reality TV show, or what's your favorite reality TV show?
Yeah.
I love it. It's also on every single day, which is
I know.
crazy.
It really is so good. I mean, I am a sucker for the Bravo stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that and Traders now, I think, are my
Traders.
Awesome.
I watched Traders for the first time ever this season. I was like, this is the best show of all time.
Good.
It's like funny. It's so different.
I wish.
Like the outfits are so.
I know. I think
would stress me out.
I think Kelly applied for
really?
like the normie. Because it's like, where do we fall? You
know,
like where do we fall? I'm like, I'm not big enough to be on a normal season of Traders. Like I'm not like known enough to be like, we want the Chicks in the Office girls on.
You're
this
a high tier normie,
but it's like, but like normie level to be like, what the fuck? This girl like they host a podcast. People know who they are. Like whatever.
I feel like you could be
somewhere
on the big
in between
one. Because some of the people on the big one, I even was like, I have no clue what the hell this is.
Yeah.
Also, I use the term normie with my sister, who's like quote unquote normie, and she was like, what is a normie? Like, oh my
I say
god,
normie
like,
all the time.
Me too. Yeah. And I had to explain to her I was like a normal person that like doesn't. It reminds me of like calling someone a narp from like being an athlete. Like, oh, they're just a narp.
Yep.
Oh, a narp. Like if you were a narp, it was like
narp. It was like, oh, you don't play sport. Okay, should we do Get Stumped? Do you have the questions, Ben?
Yeah.
Okay, they're just more rapid fire questions, and then we can wrap it up because I see
Amazing.
Olive is. She wants to get out of here.
Olive wants to get
Nah,
some of that
she's
70
good.
degree.
So cute.
What reality TV show should you be cast for?
Oh,
would
perfect
you look at
timing.
that?
There we go.
I mean, Traders was really one of the only ones I would do, I think.
Yeah.
Because now it's all like love based, and I'm married. So like, what's a girl to do?
It's either love based or like torture yourself.
Yeah, it's either that, right, and like or crazy physical shit like Survivor or like anything. I'm like, no.
Did you
but
do
Traders
sorry.
is I could do.
Yeah. Did you do any of the like surviving Barstool, or like for that one, like were you asked to do that one with Rhea, or like is that not?
Yeah,
your forte?
I was not. I'm not cut out for it. Yeah. They did. They want originally it was going to be both of us. But when the schedule came out, like you guys filmed it when I was on my honeymoon.
Oh,
so I was like, sorry, unavailable.
Yeah. Wait, this is so stalkery of me, but like where you went on your honeymoon, I have like saved in my location of like coolest places. Like, and then I look at it on the map and it's like in the African Ocean or something, which is really cool. So basically, it's a really cool place.
No, it was that was like a real bucket list trip. It was. We kept zooming out when we were there, being like, "Where the fuck are we?" Like, yes. To be like, "Holy shit, that's is crazy!"
Surreal.
Yeah, that was
and
awesome.
No, yes, and we did safari, which was like the coolest thing ever.
So awesome. Yeah. I feel like I would want to be. Yeah, I guess I'll say traders. I don't know, or maybe I don't think I would. I'm not really cut out for the love. I also have a boyfriend, but like obviously we're not married. But like, I'm not cut out to like grind on someone and be like,
no.
And then
I could never watch myself do that.
No, and you know what? It's like back in the day, I would think about it, or like, you joke about it, or even some of my friends now that are single, I'm like, they'd be so good, and then we get to the heart rate challenge, and I'm like, I actually don't want you to do that.
Or who were they twerking on, like Megan Thee Stallion or like something like that?
Yes.
And like I was like, literally, if I had to get up there and twerk, like I would have to be Meg Griffin. Like that's like what that would look like.
Or hammered. And like I don't even think they can drink. Too.
I don't get that.
They get like 2 drinks a night.
Yeah. No. I think I would want to do one of like the dangerous ones, honestly, like a wipeout or something more like physical, but not the one, honestly, the Navy SEAL one, whatever one.
Special Forces.
Yes, that one looked like
weirdly like
you'd rather do
I
that?
would do Special Forces.
Yeah. Really? Over like a
maybe
challenge?
like prove to yourself like, oh, I could do it. Navy SEAL.
I don't know, just because it's so extreme that I'm like, I'd love to like test myself.
Yeah, well, that's what she was saying. She was like, it was so cool to be like, okay, I just did that.
Yeah.
Like,
I just feel like you do something like that and then you like come back to like your real life.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I would love
granted,
for them to make one in
it would be
space.
like a fever dream because you're not there for that long.
Yeah, totally.
So that's like, you're not gone for 3 months filming a show. It's like you're gone for 2 weeks.
Well, that's what I like about traders too. It's like every day they just get it in.
Whereas like could it answer this? Like, you remember those shows where like the moms would randomly switch wife swap?
I've never heard of that.
It was like just like a show on.
I think that was like a TLC show.
Yeah.
They actually brought that back recently for Bravo, like for Housewives, to like switch with normal.
It's
people.
so funny, like because these moms are like so strict to like run their household. Like the kids are pissed, and like the mom comes in and
you get a new mom for like 2 weeks,
and the kid like
crazy.
has like Twinkies all filled, and she's throwing out like
all
of this shit, and he's like screaming,
TLC or
crying,
ABC or something.
Yeah. I don't know. All right, next one.
If you could swap lives with a celebrity, who would you swap with?
Ooh, so many.
Good question. We just had Camilla Morone on.
Oh,
I don't know if you guys know who that is. She was on Daisy Jones and the Six.
Okay, loved that show.
She is just like the most stunning human being. And she's like really, really cool. Aura. And she is like a model and an actress, and she seems to have like a really cool group of friends, but like keeps her private life pretty private.
Yeah.
She dated Leo back in the day.
Oh, really?
Turning 25. So I think she's just like got some stories, but
yeah, that sounds pretty good. Leo.
She's just like she walked in the room. I'm like, you're
stunning.
Just drop dead gorgeous.
Yeah.
And like lives a life, can be on the yachts in the summer and do all those things, and like now is getting these really cool
roles,
acting jobs and new opportunities. And I'm like, that was the first person to come to my mind.
Give me a little bit.
Or you go full like Kylie Jenner. Like I'll be a billionaire.
Just full on billionaire would be crazy. Dating Timmy.
Yeah. Brie and I were joking that if we were to do Coachella, like I only want to do it the way Kylie Jenner does it. Like as a billionaire.
No.
As a billionaire. Yeah. And literally therefore some Kylie, Timmy, Jacob Lordy.
It's crazy.
Even Fran and Joe.
Yeah.
Billy can go.
We're on the back of the golf cart.
Oh, there were so many people there that were just like so elite or like just like high up that you're like, how are we like in the same like stratosphere?
What about you, Maddie?
I don't know. I think I'd want to be a dude like for a day. I think I've said like LeBron James. Or like something like.
I would want to be like
6'8". Like I think I would literally be LeBron James. Like, what up, Bronny? Like go to his basketball games.
Just like what it would be like to be that tall.
Yeah.
Or be Bronny and then like LeBron's your dad.
Right. Oh, that could be cool.
Or like I think I would want to be like I don't know, like someone like Kevin Hart, you know, like
Will Ferrell.
Like, see like what that life's like, or I'd want to be like Bethany Hamilton.
Oh,
and like
cool.
like some like
surfer,
badass.
like do
cool
something that I could
chick.
never know how to do.
Yeah.
I think Will Ferrell was at Coachella. That just reminded me.
Yeah, he was. He came out during Sabrina's set.
Yeah. Yes. Okay, sorry, block that out.
For like
he like used to DJ and stuff.
It was so random.
Yeah. I think that's him though. Like he loves those random. He's
does.
always random appearances.
I think he does DJ.
Yeah. Because now his son DJs as well.
And isn't his son named like Maximus?
Yeah, Magnus maybe.
Magnus, something crazy.
He's got 3. They're all
Magnum.
They're all like cutie pies.
Yeah, I
saw them.
Will Ferrell.
Yeah, because they did like a cameo in the Jonas Brothers Christmas movie.
Oh, obsessed. Obviously, you know.
Obviously. And I went to the premiere of the movie and I'm like seeing this fucking really tall ass kid walking around. And I'm like, who is this guy?
Yeah.
And then when we sat down and watched the movie, he's like in the beginning of the movie.
No way.
And I was like, oh, it's one of Will Ferrell's kids.
Oh, it's just Magnus Ferrell.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Isn't that working?
Imagine that's your father-in-law. Crazy.
Right.
I would love that.
So true.
Okay, next up.
In the spirit of working with Gia, name another Barstool employee whose siblings should be hired here.
Ooh. How many siblings do you know?
I was going to say, I feel like I don't know enough about people's siblings.
I'm trying to think of who had a sibling would be great. Like if Rico had a twin brother who he like bickered with all the time. Like they were like rivals.
Like siblings or like even yeah.
Like I don't know
or
any.
Like,
a lot of
our producer Noah like has a very funny relationship with his sister.
Aww.
And his brother actually does like comedy.
Oh.
So maybe he would fit in.
Okay, shout out to him.
Like, sorry, I was just like picturing about like, what if Tommy Stokes had like a little brother that looked like just like him, like little Tommy.
Oh my god, right?
And like
that would be really so funny. Yeah, I don't know that many people's siblings.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna say Kelly's siblings. I know them and I love it. And Kelly actually has a twin, so
I do.
Maybe you guys could do like a twin telepathy show or something.
We don't have that. We don't. It would be like, more of like her like being like, Kelly.
They're very like hot and cold, which is so fun. But yeah, was that our last one? Oh my god! Well, thank you so much for coming on. That was
my god.
Yeah, this is a long.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah,
of course.
That was such a fun convo.
I feel like we've been like waiting to have you on and just chatting, and it's so nice being around girl energy, and like I'm so happy the office is way more girls now.
Yeah,
people don't realize the New York office is very girl forward.
Yeah, and it's great. It's really awesome. Yeah, when we go to Chicago for a while in their office, it's like so jarring.
I know.
Out there.
I know.
But yeah, stay tuned for things coming up and coming out. And we love you guys. Thanks for listening. Bye.